Hi everyone, welcome back to Gem and Cozy. Today's video is going to be my Japan stationery haul. I already shared my snack review and unboxing video from Japan, so I'm excited to move on to a stationery haul this time. So let's get started. This is a pretty small haul, and a majority of the products that I got were from Daiso and Itoya. I got a few sticker sheets and I noticed that the quality of the ones from Itoya are a little bit nicer. If you buy stickers from a higher end company like Itoya, they have texture. So you can see it on these cherry blossoms. There's like little vertical lines, indentations. The paper is a different finish, and I think that must mean that it's a little bit pricier to print. They are so pretty. But I noticed that overall the quality of stickers, even from the more affordable places, such as Daiso, they still offer the gold finish. I gifted so many of them, so I really don't have that many left. But these were actually from Daiso, which I was so surprised about. They're so cute, aren't they? They're like little cafe Sanrio characters. And I really felt so much nostalgia looking at Pachako because he was my favorite character growing up, and my sister liked him too, which makes so much sense because both of us are really big dog lovers. And then I saw this cinnamon roll and I found out he's a dog, so I decided to get this one since it had cherry blossoms as well. This was so pretty. I had to get it. This is a card game that I grew up kind of like learning to play from my grandma and my aunt. And I really didn't know the history of it. I didn't know that it was Japanese. Korean people call it go-stop or go-stop. And we used to play it. My sister and I inadvertently learned how to play, and I always loved all the artwork, so I was really excited to see this as a sticker sheet. And then I thought these wax seal stickers were so darling, and it really inspired me to want to make my own. So hopefully I'll make some for Gem and Cozy as well in this kind of style with some of my own characters. I think it'd be so cute if I had a blueberry, wax seal, or even one of my ducks. I think that'd be so fun. I saved this one for my travel journal. It kind of had a fun combination of watercolor patterns as well as some cute little stickers. Again, I feel very inspired by these layouts. So every time I'm in a stationery shop, it kind of feels like I'm doing research for products that I would love to put my own twist on. So that's super exciting. I got some stationery as well. This one is a mini letter set with a little felt bear sticker set. Sometimes I like to write letters or cards to friends or family, or even to some of my customers, so having some extra stationery sets have always been really helpful. I found one with Winnie the Pooh, and of course I found a very classic Sanrio one. This is so similar to the stuff that I used when I was a kid, so it really brought me back to my elementary school days or even middle school days. So that was everything here. I have some washi tape. I thought this one was really pretty because it looks like a bunch of stamps and each one is different. So let's see. Oh yeah, look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. And then you can just tear them off. Oh, so pretty. I hope one day I can make stamp washi tape like this. That would be amazing. The hardest thing is that I have a lot of ideas. I just don't know which manufacturer to go with. I think that's the biggest struggle at the end of the day. I think I'm gonna keep this and this for a journal spread. I found some cute washi tape Most of them were Disney ones, so this one was so cute. It has Minnie Mouse on it with a bunch of, I think, pansies. I could be wrong. I'm not really a huge fan of Minnie Mouse. Like, I'm not like a die-hard fan. I did grow up with a lot of Disney movies though, so I appreciate Disney as a company from when I was a kid. I really loved The Lion King, and I'm trying to think of the ones that we owned versus the ones that I liked, because I loved Mulan, especially when I was like in middle school, even in high school, but I didn't own the VHS of it. So I used to watch it at other people's houses all the time. But I had Lion King and I used to watch it every day. Like, I was such an emotional kid too. So I remember watching it when I was 4, 5, and I would cry like every time Mufasa would die, and my grandma would be like looking at me like, how do you even know what's going on at your age? And I'm like, this is so sad. So here's this tape. I also really like Lilo and Stitch, even though that came out when I was in middle school. We had Aladdin, Snow White, Pocahontas. So I used to just rewatch those over and over again. Surprisingly, we did not have The Little Mermaid, but I love the music in that one. I feel like nowadays Disney movies just don't really have the same sentimental value. It just doesn't feel like the storylines and the music really like hit me the way that it used to. And I'm sure there's an age related thing to that, but I think the general consensus is that their storytelling and their soundtracks have kind of gone downhill overall, which is a little sad, but I think I'm really grateful that I grew up with Disney when they were making so many amazing films, because it was such a big highlight to my childhood, and I feel like it inspires so many kids, so much creativity. I love it. Let's see. Ooh, I was so excited for this one, guys. I only found one roll of this, and it has persimmons on it. Persimmons are my favorite fruit, so I squealed when I saw this. I was super excited. The rest of them are actually very similar. So this one's also Minnie Mouse, and it has like the same kind of background floral, but different colors. And then this one, I think I thought I grabbed a Minnie Mouse one, but this one is just a normal floral one. I still have my original Itoya bag. I also got a few stamps and some ink pads. I got 2 colors, and then I saw these little kung fu stretching pandas. They're doing little moves, a little kick. They're they're so cute. So I grabbed that from Itoya. These were also both from Itoya. And then I found a cute little Lily of the Valley stamp. I don't really get stamps, but I just thought, you know what? These are so cute. So we're gonna make a little spread with them and test out all of the pens that I got as well. This is a very, very chunky notepad. I've been saving so many envelopes and stuff, and I've just been leaving them in the front of my book, so that is why everything's sticking out. I have this page that I haven't added anything to yet after I made my little lettuce spread. So I'm thinking it will be perfect for my needs because I don't have too much to write, but I feel like I have a few things I want to like just test out, you know? So let's go ahead and create a background for everything and glue down everything I want on this spread. I really don't plan anything out, but sometimes as I start sticking things on, I'll be like, oh, I don't really like where that is, and if I can, I'll just move it around. That, and then this one's cute, but really I don't need this bottom. So I like the Japanese on it though. Like a cool little overlap, maybe. Okay. I'll put that there. And then I'm gonna use some packaging. I thought this would be really fun to use some of the strawberries on for the spread because it has red paper. So maybe I'll do these two. I have this desk in my formal dining room that we don't really use, and it has this spare desk in it, and I've just been saving, more so hoarding, all of these supplies over there. So all of the snack boxes and wrappers and extra junk journaling supplies, my painting supplies, it's just a disaster over there. I really need to clean everything, so I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this and slowly working through some of the supplies that I had set aside intended for this. The first thing I did was smell this. I just wanted to know, like, I'm like, does it have a strong smell? Ooh. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. No, and the ink like worked really well. I don't think I even really needed to do like two. I'm looking around like, what else can I stamp? Ooh, I'm gonna stamp right here. Maybe to the side. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so precious. I'm so glad I got it. Okay, so that's stamp number 1. The pinkish one, this one had like this metallic tone to it, and I thought it was so beautiful. So I got it for the pandas. Oh, look how good that looks. I don't think it's going to show up on this page though. This is a spread I'm working on. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, they're so cute. That is so precious. I love it. I think I could have doubled down on that one and done 2 stamps to really make it saturated. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I really don't use stamps, so I don't tend to buy these things. But once I saw it, I was like, oh, that's really cute. So here I go. So what I want to do is use some of the cinnamon roll. Is that his name? I always thought it was just cinnamon roll, but I guess they blended it. Cinnamon roll. And I want to accent this page since I wonder if this is a boy or a girl. I don't even know. I like the color scheme on it for this spread. Right here. And I can put some sakura flowers everywhere. Do one more since I have like a tan one. Let's do maybe the little white one in the middle. And I can, where do I want to put them? I think right here. Adorable. I have some new bow stickers and I have a bunch of bows left, and I was thinking this would be cute to add some of the pink ones. Very girly, very sweet. And where should I put this one? I love leaving the tear marks for texture, so I don't want to cover it all. I guess I have enough going on here, huh? Right here. If you guys haven't seen my recent spring launch, these are what the sticker sheets look like. Since I had peeled so many, I wanted to show you what the full sheet looks like. There are over 50 little stickers on here, and these are waterproof and dishwasher safe. So you can also decorate your tumbler, water bottle, stick it in the dishwasher, and it will still be okay. So I got 2 juice pens from Pilot, and I did get to test out some of them in store, but honestly it was so crowded in Itoya that I was a little bit stressed out, and it was just like everyone was touching all the pens and like right on top of each other. I only looked at a few and then I had to just dip out. So let me see. I guess this one is orange. I don't even remember if they're color pens. I think they are. Let me take a moment to think about what's on my to-do list so that I actually write down things that I need to do. I'm planning for May rewards, so I'm gonna write May rewards. Ooh, very neon, very smooth. And for May, I have this idea for like all kind of a duck theme. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with it, but I have this idea with the feet up. And I plan on bringing back the hydrangea sticker that I never finished. So I need to edit that one. These are very smooth and they dry immediately. Love it. You know how some pens are like too slippery and then when you write it like smudges and gets all inky? I don't like that. So this one is the Pilot ILMILY and I got it in black gray. I actually didn't realize that this was erasable. I think this is newer pen technology. Look at that. It's so cool. So I got them in 2 colors. What else do I need to write on here? Okay, no smudge on this one. A little bit, tiny bit. Let me see. I'm gonna try erasing that P. Okay, so the eraser is not that great because you can really still see the underlying pen mark on it, so it'll still look kind of messy if you like right on top, in my opinion, because I'm actually comparing this to a set of pens that I got as a gift from a customer, Jade, and she sent me pens from the UK that look like this. I got them very recently, right around my birthday, and they are so freaking cute. Look at how cute they are. They have these little character animals on it. The butterfly just makes me want to cry. Look at that little bumblebee and tiger. They also all had this erasable piece to it, and the brand is Legami Milano. So they all have these fun little animals and phrases on it. Be different, don't worry, be happy, no problema. It's so cute. And these erase really well in comparison to this Pilot pen, sadly. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to write hello. And each one has a different color that matches the skin of the pen. But I noticed these erase way better. Like, look at that. Like, that was a really dark color. And you can see a little bit of it, but barely any compared to the Pilot pen. So these are amazing. I'm a little bit disappointed in these, but it will be okay. Let me see what else I can write down. Bookmark. Proofing. Okay, and let me see if I can erase. I'm going to try erasing the F. I'm putting max pressure on this, guys. It's not really erasing nicely. So, and I think it's kind of streakier. The juice definitely flows better. I'd say the ILMI, not great. The Legami ones are like, they're so much flowier and fuller, but erase really well. So, okay. And then I have 2 more pens from Zebra Click Art, and I got them in gray and this like green. These are more of like a really thin little felt tip situation. So I thought it'd be fun for like little journaling titles. But I think it'll also work for my thank you cards too. So, edit YouTube video. Okay, very smooth. I like it. This feels like a thin Sharpie almost, but more of a marker. No funky smell. Just a nice felt tip pen. And I like the click. And it feels pretty good in your hand. It's very light. Yeah, it's so funny how my handwriting changes depending on the surface you're writing on. So if I were to rank these pen-wise between these and these, the Juice Pilot ones were definitely better. And then I feel like the felt pens have to go in a separate category since I didn't buy other felt pens. But these feel pretty good to me. Zebra Click Art. $4.24. So overall, I think that these are all winners. I did notice that when I write kind of fast with the juice pens, they do become less saturated on certain letters. So you kind of have to write slowly. And I tend to write really fast when I'm doing stuff like this. So as long as you write slow, I think it'll be good. So this is the final spread. Nothing crazy. I really just wanted to use some of the scraps and test out the pens. Love the stamps. The stickers turned out great. I'd say overall the pens are going to be put to good use, but as you saw, I didn't love all of them. In case you guys are curious and haven't seen my other Japan haul video, I assembled little goodie bags for gifts for friends by assorting different candy, chocolates, and stationery goods into little white envelopes. Not everyone received the same thing. There were certain products that really stood out to me for specific friends. I also got really cute origami paper, mostly from Daiso, for my cozy confetti, which is a product that I offer at Gem & Cozy. I also got so many cute diamond painting sets, and this one was actually set aside for a giveaway for you all. I just haven't had a chance to share it yet, so you're getting a little sneak peek. This is what the Totoro Paper Studio kits look like. I got these at Don Quixote. They had so many different kinds for a lot of different shows and series. My friend had actually gotten me one of these on her trip to Japan the year before, but I knew exactly who I wanted to get these for when I saw very specific designs. I'm so glad I was able to get some fun souvenirs and gifts for people. These sets were so fun to put together, and I'm so glad that I recorded it so that I can look back on it like this. Also, how cute is this little travel pill case that I got? It also has Sanrio characters. Oh my gosh. I always need a travel pill case because I don't want to carry all my pills in little plastic bags, so this was perfect. This is a little acrylic bunny clip that I got that I thought would be really good for keeping my journal pages open. And here are some examples of the origami paper. The patterns are so fun and the pastel shades make me so happy. This was me folding some origami butterflies for the most recent Cozy Confetti restock, which sold out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching this video through the end. Leave me a comment on your favorite stationery products or brands if you have any recommendations, especially for pens because I know that there are so many great pen brands out there. And then see you next time. If you make